Not this end toward the enemy, but that end toward the enemy. Say hello to the Bosvark, a nice little itty bitty truck that's going to have a little bit of teeth to it. Good morning. I am Old Dead Man, your host. We're doing the Devblog this morning, a little different than normal. Not only am I on my backup equipment, but I've also got my lovely old cat here keeping me company for this one. So we're going to be doing things just a touch different, and you'll see what I mean. The Bosvark is an interesting little South African SPAA vehicle. It was actually designed not for the SPAA role. It was designed specifically for the ground attack role, but it was using captured ZU-23-2 guns that the South African National Defense Forces had picked up. After having stored all these guns, the South African military put out a request for a vehicle that would actually be able to mount these guns. Specifically, they wanted one that was mine resistant and would be able to mount this specific weapon. They put the request out there, and a designer by the name of Nick Conradi actually came up with an idea to put it on this standardized truck that they had already, the SAML 100. The SAML 100 was already mine resistant and lightly armored, as in it had enough armor to reject small arms fire for the crew. On top of that, you just folded down the sides and you could mount the gun itself into the bed. Real slick design, met the requirements, and was overall just a really good solution to the problem at hand. Some people consider this kind of an evolution of the Bosvark, but when you really look at it, it's a different truck and a different gun. Now, you can only fire the ZU-23-2s in short bursts of about 1 second each. And after 6 of those, you had to change out the barrels. But each burst had to be short, so you can only get about 3 bursts out of the ammunition cans that were mounted to it, which were 200 rounds per gun. So you had to change barrels often, and you had to reload frequently, and you could only fire in short bursts to avoid overheating the barrels. That said, the vehicle went into testing in April 91 and was serially produced for a total of 36, I believe was the number. Let's take a quick look at some specifications here. It looks like it came in at 11 meters long, 2.5 meters wide, and 3.4 meters tall, and weighed in at 19.5 tons. It did carry a crew of 5, though I did see a different source that said 6. The 4-stroke Deutz diesel V10 air-cooled engine produced 268 horsepower, and it gives you a top speed of 100 kilometers per hour on the road, only 40 off-road. This source mentions a 7.62 millimeter, and it looks like you could mount one basically to the commander's ring, the on top. But I don't see that listed in the War Thunder Devblog. That said, you know what? A 7.62 is not going to do much good for it unless you come across another, Bosvark or Bosvark or other wide open cabin vehicle. Overall, the Bosvark should be a lot of fun for basically British tankers. It's going to come in at rank 4. And probably right after the Bosvark from all indications. Should be a good vehicle for a lot of fun. Make sure you're watching your sides and your rear, because that's where you're going to be able to shoot at. But more in particular, you got to watch out for everybody's machine guns and strafing and everything else. So this will be a lot of fun. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below. You have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in War Thunder.